Good morning, my lights. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. We're going to get started right away on today's reading and see what beautiful uplifting messages Spirit may have. And let's get started. All right, let's have a look here. This looks interesting. Very interesting. All right, guys. So this is something moving in fast. It's coming to you quickly. And what I'm seeing is something you're working on, Aquarius, will have a surprising outcome that will rival any scenario you had in your mind. Whatever you're thinking, however you're thinking this was going to end, it's going to end totally different in a positive way. Okay, so there's going to be an added bonus to this outcome that will bring in a welcoming change. And this bonus is something you would have never guessed is going to, that's coming with this change. Okay, it's going to be, again, very positive. So what is going on? I have my deck upside down. That's what's going on. All right, guys. Your intuition, using your intuition will be your victory with the next, I guess couple of weeks coming in. All right. So they're saying there's going to be some things coming in for you, Aquarius, that you're going to need to use your intuitive abilities on. All right. And I do want you to get in the habit of using these abilities, your gifts. They're online. They're there for you now. And the sooner you start to recognize they're there and you use them, as you begin to use them, for those of you who might be new to the idea of this, they get stronger as time goes on. All right. It's like a tool, though, in your toolbox. You need to use it. You need to know, acknowledge it, know it exists. And this is going to be your victory over the next couple of weeks. I'm seeing that there might be somebody who is trying to either get over or be sneaky about something. And because you're all empaths, you will pick up on it immediately. So this person is not going to be able to do whatever it is they're trying to do. All right. This person is not going to be able to get over on an Aquarius. Okay. Because you are an empath. This is for my masculines and my feminines. This is the, card of some kind of, backstabbing, sneaky behavior. And this is a person who, in this particular case, has the wand in the hand, but it's more like using magic, like a sleight of hand, like trying to get over somehow, trying to be sneaky. This could be a person who's telling you things that they think you want to hear because they want something from you. Okay, so let's continue. All right, guys, so you can expect some type of communication coming in. Again, that's going to make a big change in your life. And this is not a small change. You have the Strength card next to this monumental change, I want to say, coming in for you. Okay, so this isn't some little change. It's going to be pretty big, pretty large. Okay, and over here I'm seeing almost like it's going to put you on a new path. Okay, I am going to plug in this light because it looks like it wants to go out. So just give me a quick second here. Is this, it's the wrong plug. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this right now. I don't think. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry guys, stick with me. There you go. I want you to see all the cards. All right, but so yeah, I'm seeing this communication. This communication is going to come in and it's going to hit you very hard as far as, I'm seeing, like, again, huge changes coming in with this. This is separate from the change I spoke to you about in the beginning of the reading. Okay, this is a different scenario here. This particular change is not actually a bad change, But this is something that is going to make you really take a deep look at your life as you are living it right now. And you might feel like your life is needing a do-over, and all the things that you believed in and all the things you were doing, again with the illusion, okay, were like an illusion. In other words, they are becoming unimportant to you now. The things that were once important are becoming unimportant. The things that meant everything to you now don't really mean that much to you anymore. And you're changing your perception as far as you're turning into a deeper spiritual person, it looks like. And you're looking at things more from a spiritual level. I do see that some of you might feel lost right now. If you're feeling lost, guys, it's okay. Just, comment below the video and just say feeling a little lost, okay? But I'm going to tell you what this is. We're going through huge energetic changes right now. The world is going to change massively, okay? Not a little bit here, a little bit there. Everything that you've been told and everything, the way we've been living our lives, the way you're used to doing things is going to change. So you can get used to it and be open-minded to it, and accept what you're seeing right now. You're seeing the demise of the old system, okay? And that's what it was. It was a system. Now we're going into more natural, a more natural lifestyle, a more loving, wholesome lifestyle, okay? So let's move forward with this. So yeah, you might be feeling lost because that illusion, it might feel like the rug's being pulled out from under your feet and you don't know where to go. Strange. But that being said, guys, you do have that choice. You can accept it and just perceive it as, the old system wasn't really doing much for us. Look at how we lived, right? We were always in strife. We were always, needing more, feeling that feeling of lack, thinking to ourselves, if only I had this, if only I could, that is getting ready to be over with, okay? Your life is about to become much easier. Look at this. They're saying that those of you who are going through a tower moment right now, get ready for this Wheel of Fortune, okay? Wheel of Fortune, this is the gift. This is the gift that's going to keep on coming. From a spiritual perspective, you can see there's an angel in all four corners of the wheel, okay? And that's because you have the spiritual realms all around you. Excuse me. And they are supporting you and protecting you. All right. And with that being said, this card here, this is something that is coming to all of us. That is going to be a lot of life-changing matter in that card. Okay. Now in the middle, I see something very toxic here affecting pretty much everybody. So everybody's being affected by this somehow, some way. So I implore you to, I don't know what's going on. My cards are all messed up here. I implore you to, look at it like you're going into a whole new world, a positive world, and expect change, big time change. That's going to be beautiful and make your life simpler, easier, happier. And all you have to do right now is be yourself. Come into your authentic self, no matter what other people are saying to you. Do not care if they're going to be accepting or if they're going to agree. Be yourself and be kind. That's all you have to do. Okay? And the rest will just follow. All right? So here I'm seeing, again, they're showing me spiritual goings-ons here. Big changes, big spiritual changes. I'm seeing judgment in the middle. And I'm seeing the judgment is being faded out with intelligence and kindness and love. Okay, so again, that's all we have to do. All right, let's continue. I'm seeing... Okay, so this is for those of you who are holding on to things that are not yet, making you feel good, okay? And if you're depressed, guys, I am not a licensed psychiatrist, but I am, you know, a life coach. Okay, I'm a life coach. I'm a healer. I'm a reader, and you know, I have multi talents. I can just say that, okay? And I'm very intuitive. So if by chance you're interested in seeing what services I do offer a multitude of services. You can click on the description below the video and email me, okay? Email me so I can give you instructions in case you want a reading. Don't post a comment that you want a reading, because I'm going to just redirect you back to the email. All right. I notice people are doing that lately. They're in the comments. They're telling me they want a reading, but you need to email me so I have your email address and I can give you the info. All right. But again, I'm seeing a lot of you are still holding on to things that are affecting you in a negative manner, and you will not be able to operate the right way. You're going to stay in that third dimension until you get that clarity of mind by releasing all of which is negative around you. You need that release, guys. You need to, you know, clear out the cobwebs, clear out the negativity, and, you know, you'll go into clarity mode, okay? You'll be able to start, in other words, your gifts will come online. You will have this intense, you'll get the clarity. You'll start seeing through people. You'll start feeling who they are. You'll see if their heart is black or if their heart is loving. You will know immediately. You will feel their energy, okay? But you need the clarity, all right? So here I'm seeing somebody is going through something today. It looks like you're carrying a burden. You're feeling very sad, and you might just be feeling like, you know, I don't know how else to say this, but I feel like you're feeling like you're losing your mind. And this is with getting clarity. So something needs to change. Aquarius, if this is something you're relating to, you have to make the change. The only way life is going to change is if you change it, right? Otherwise, you're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be the same as today. All right. So you're getting the clarity. So now it's time to put the motion, the action behind whatever it is you need to do. All right. And again, if you need someone to talk about, if you need someone to talk to, or you need a reading, you need answers, whatever it is, I offer a $20 reading. So let me know. All right. So here I'm seeing, yeah, I feel like somebody is, you know, and I feel like this might be someone who needs to hear this. I don't know why I cannot speak. I swear. People are talking about this. All podcasters are having issues with their throat, or they can't talk, or they're tripping on their words, yada, yada, yada. But getting back to this, I feel like someone is meant to hear this, okay? And what you're meant to hear today is you're with someone, you're in a relationship, and you're focusing on just things aren't going, you're not happy. You're not happy. Things aren't going well. And you're thinking, you're really focused on the person that you're with, and you're thinking you want to end this. And you're going back and forth right now. You're wondering, if I end this, what is my future going to look like? Am I going to meet somebody else? What if I don't? Okay. You can't stay in an unhappy scenario, guys, because you're afraid of what's coming in the future. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Let's continue here. Yeah, so they have the Lover's card. This is somebody you've been with for a long time. There's more to this, so don't go away. I do see that this commitment, so you don't want to be in this commitment anymore. You kind of want to still hang on to this person, it feels like, but you don't want the commitment end. This is making you defensive. I feel like you might want to just go out there and see what else is out there and start dating. You're starting to feel very confident. Somehow you lost your confidence for a while, but now you're gaining it back, and you're really looking at, you know, everything that's happening in your life right now, and your relationship is kind of like the elephant in the room. Okay, so you're thinking that you might want to start dating. All right, so if I had to give you advice, I would say break up with the person, do it right. That's not fair to them. And that's operating without having much integrity. And that person will ultimately find out and be extremely hurt. Okay. All right. So here I'm seeing a stuckness. This is someone's happiness is at stake here. Okay. There are things getting in the way. You want to do something. You know what you want in life. You know how exactly how you want to set things up. And you've been juggling your emotions or juggling your money. So maybe this is someone who needs money to make your dream come true. This is something in the realms of humanitarian work that you want to do. But again, I see juggling of money here and a stuckness next to it. And this is getting in the way of your happiness. All right. So I don't know what the answer is. Let's see if there's more. There is not, but this is for all of my aquas, okay? This is something Spirit wants you all to know. And if you can take a second, guys, if you're enjoying the readings on a daily basis, you can give back just by subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell, all right? Seeing your cup getting ready to overflow with joy and happiness, because there's a person that you've been feeling ignored by. So this is maybe you're getting back together with someone, or you're going to get back together with someone that you want to be with, okay? And I'm seeing that this time it's going to grow. I'm seeing exponential growth next to this person. Looks to be like a feminine growth next to this feminine. So it looks like there's good news around this person and this relationship. It looks like also this break was needed at this time. You needed to have this break, even though you both have been feeling alone. You needed to be alone to realize that you do have an appreciation for one another, and you do need to change things up, and you need to treat each other in a different manner here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And once you do this, I see growth and happiness and joy coming in. All right, let's continue. I'm seeing something here now around a partnership or a lover. This is something that you want that has up until now been unattainable, Aquarius. Just going through inner conflict with this partner. It does look like it's love. It looks like this is someone you absolutely love. And I do also see some kind of manifestation coming out of this. So whatever it is you're wanting, Spirit is saying you can manifest this in, all right? And if you're a masculine, they're basically saying the route you need to go to manifest in more peace in your relationship, more love, more sex, more of everything in your relationship, is to become like, not change yourself, be yourself, but become more like the King of Cups, whom is, let me finish, whom is a loving, giving, very sexy person, a romantic person. All right, listen to my words very carefully. And giving and puts family first, okay? Puts family first. So one of these things, or maybe there's a couple that you might be willing to admit that you may need, or that you could improve on. I should pick my words wisely. All right. Any of these things where you can maybe, change a little bit for the better is going to be the manifestation that is going to bring you closer and get all the things that you want from this relationship. Okay? All right. All right. There is a decision being made right now with this Ace of Pentacles. All right. And again, your happiness is riding on this financial decision, I feel. All right. This is a masculine I'm talking to right now. You're feeling stuck. Generally speaking, you're very strong-minded, You are someone who is a go-getter. You know how to get what you want, and you're very persistent. Very persistent, and that is one of the reasons that you do end up getting what you want. But now your persistence lies in this decision that you're making, and Spirit is saying you're going to make hopefully a good decision that's going to bring in happiness alongside of this new financial beginning. So this might be for some of you who are now choosing what you want to get into as far as school goes, as far as career goes, or you might be changing your career or your job. You might be feeling like just your intuition is telling you something's not right at my workplace. I feel like they're getting ready to make a change, or they might be going out, they might be getting ready for a layoff. All right, guys, if those of you who don't know, Amazon is getting ready to lay off, I don't know if it's hundreds or thousands of people, but I did see it was quite a few people. All right, and that's a huge company. So we're going into this era where, listen to this closely, okay? We're going into an era where AI robots are going to be taking jobs, and we're not going to be needing to work anymore. There will still be work available. We know that, work is being brought into the in the US and other countries as well, right? This allows people to commit, like Toyota's coming into the US, and they're going to open up many manufacturing outlets in the US, and they are doing it because they are promised no tariffs if they do their manufacturing in the USA. So this is going to bring in a booming economy once it trickles down into the US, and probably they're doing this maybe in other countries. Okay, so just so you know, there is going to be jobs, but for most of us, we're not going to want to or need to. And it's hard to wrap your head around that, with the 3D world, because we were meant to believe that that's just how we have to do it. We have to roll. That's life. But that was a lie as well. Okay, it was never intended for us to do that. We are going to have more than enough when things start flowing. Things are going to come. Money is going to come. And things are going to be made beautiful for us. Everything is about to change for the better. And when these monies come, you will be able to be what you were meant to be from the beginning, a free spirit who is free to garden or paint or express yourself, help others, whatever it is that makes you happy. You will be able to be an expression of that. So yeah, these things, I get it, are hard to wrap our heads around, but they're coming nonetheless. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and have yourself a fabulous rest of your day.